Tuesday. I'm going to change the light situation here first. And she said, let there be light. Okay, so I am all by my lonesome for this evening. I've been feeling completely under the weather the last couple of days. This is the first day I've actually felt like myself in about 4 days. That's what you need. You need a good bink, not a bink, but a good score from yesterday to get myself some pep. That plus just 4 days in bed and taking a lot of medication. Nonetheless, we are ready to attack. We're ready to attack on many fronts. We're ready to attack the NBA slate. We're ready to attack the NFL showdown slate, which finally, after what, 16 weeks, we get a good primetime game. That's good news. So we're going to talk about that and whatever else you got. I'm doing tennis. Just did a little business in the showdown hockey slate, which is good. And that's pretty much it. So we'll wait for a couple of more people to come on in there. And yeah. So what we got to do is we'll look for news. And again, I'm relying on my Discord people to help filter all that out. Yeah. So let me pull up my sheets while I pull up any possible news that has come up as well. I got to put that on a different channel here. Just want to see if there's any news that came out since I updated projections, which was about 10 minutes ago. We're just talking NBA first. Still, we have Embiid questionable. Is that right? Derrick Rose is out. Jalen Brunson is back. What else do we have here? Brooklyn Nets starting lineup. Markieff Morris is out. Van Vliet is in. Derek Jones, Caruso available. A bit more of Tyrese Maxey. Taurean Prince, Cat out. D'Angelo Russell questionable. Joel Embiid will be a game time decision. That's nice. So that's what we're waiting on, I guess, is Joel Embiid. All right. There's other kind of cool stuff that we have going on, which hold on, I'm gonna let you know what that is in a second. Let's just see what this is. So we might have a strong horse racing sweat in a little bit. Not quite yet, but in a little bit. We'll get there. Dang it. The roadie's here. Roadie making a special appearance on this Monday.
What's up, man? Figured I'd help you out tonight.
Love it. So Mobley and Garland are out at 2. Did we not know that, though? That's the question. I want to see what the again, I just updated my sheet, so I want to see what they are, what they're reflecting, what they aren't. And the first thing I can do is look and see if I ran it by point per dollar. No, I am getting LeVert as a big value, but that's pretty much it from Cleveland. So I bet you that I probably still have Mobley projected. No, I guess I gotta redo the Mobley because these other guys have to show up, right? Yeah, I have Mobley projected as in. Okay. So I'm gonna have to redo the Mobley projection. More to the point, the Kevin Love projection.
Yeah, they were projected in, so yeah, they're showing up. So yeah.
Okay, good. So that's at least I know I'm not hallucinating. All right, so you know what we could do? Let's talk football first, then, man. We finally have a good game, right? We finally have a good primetime game. It seems after all these weeks, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's like 50 to 40 something, or like.
Well, oh, that's right. Wait a minute. So let's talk about
Josh Allen, Jamar Chase got a nuke for me tonight.
All right. So wait. So give people a little more color about what that means.
What do you mean, like the best ball stuff?
Yeah. Like what? Why'd you say that? Like, what are you in?
Yeah,
And
because we're in round 4 of best ball, and Jamar Chase is only owned 3.5% on a 969 lineups, and I got him. I also got Tyler Boyd at like coming in at like 7%. But a lot of people got T. Higgins. He's around like 20. So like I need it to always go to Boyd or Chase over Higgins.
wait, you
So,
gotta go backwards. So it's the last week of the best ball. There are 969 lineups or so available.
yep.
Everybody's in the money, but I presume the top 10, gets paid a lot.
Yeah, the
But
top
but
10.
but do you know what the results are from yesterday?
Yeah, like all the scores are updated live. Like I have a lot of live players left, so I have like 360 minutes remaining PMR. A lot of these are 0, a lot of them are just 60, a lot of them are 120, and they don't tell you if the guy's out either. Like he could have 120 minutes remaining, but he could have like Jamison Crowder. Like one of mine's like
Oh, I
Jamison
see.
Crowder on the IR, but he's on Buffalo, right?
Now let
So
me ask you this: is this contest on DraftKings?
yeah, there's a link to it. Yeah, it's
Can
a
you
I don't
could you
know.
put a link in the either here in the Discord?
Yeah, let me do that right now.
Yeah, so I can follow. Because I really don't know how to follow it. But I will for tonight.
Yeah, there's other groups and stuff that are tracking like ownership, and they have like all these like browser tools and stuff that I'm learning about. So I'm like, I need to kind of figure that
This is
out.
just for a sweat, though, right? I mean, like
Yeah, like I'm not doing. I only have 100 points now. I really let my down on my running backs yesterday. Like Pacheco got in early, and then he never did anything else.
Wait a
I
minute. So
got
you had
Jamal
you explain.
Williams 25. That's
So
pretty
you
good.
wait. So you made all these drafts at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah, I did 150 in the summer, and this is the one remaining one.
So you
So
had Pacheco like before the season started?
yeah, I had a ton of them. He's in a lot of lines. I
Wow.
had like this lineup even has Zamir White, and I wish he would have got a run yesterday, but he got ruled deactivated or not deactivated. But like, yeah, so I only have the only player that's out was Crowder on the IR on this whole roster.
And they said how many people are on a roster?
20. Yeah.
20. Okay.
Even OJ Howard caught a catch yesterday on this roster at 1% ownership on this one. I
And are
got
you
him.
limited to like how many quarterbacks, running backs, and stuff?
Yeah, this one's a Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen stack, but
No,
Lawrence
no, no,
didn't do
no,
very
no,
good
no, no,
yesterday.
no. On your roster, are you limited to a certain amount of quarterbacks?
No, you can just keep drafting whatever you want.
Oh, so there's no limits to quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, or anything.
No, and then people draft people that get out for season in the summer, like get hurt in preseason, and I'll do a draft the next day or the same time a guy gets hurt in the game, and people are still drafting him. Like and then people were drafting a lot of Deshaun Watson early too, thinking he wasn't going to get the 11-game suspension. Then he got the suspension, but so like, there's a lot of different strategy to best ball, really.
But just to remind, but all these drafts were done preseason.
Preseason, yeah, before the day before game 1 of the week, the Thursday, that first Thursday night game of the season.
Okay, so
They all got to be done.
And so right now, like would you consider yourself like, I don't know, like I want to say in contention, but I mean, you consider yourself in good shape, bad shape? Are we really sweating like something big, or are we?
No, we're not sweating anything big unless Jamar Chase, Boyd can get in the 30 fantasy points, and
Okay.
Allen gets around 30 to 40. Then we'll start to make ground into some money. And I got Knox. I need Knox to have a good game, and then I can really be sweating then. I mean, not too bad. Like, I mean, Jamar Chase and Boyd got 30 before. Knox has got 20 before, and Allen's got 30 some before, right? 40. So it's not like I could get over 200 fantasy points if they do that. I mean, that's a big game for them, but they've all done that before. It's not out of the question.
And that's what's going to win, you think? 200?
There's some already guys with 200 because of Evans yesterday. Evans 51 hurt bad.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so like all these guys.
Well, that like breaks the slate, right? I mean,
yeah, he broke the slate, but yeah. So the guy in first says Evans. Evans was only 3%, so he's like Jamar Chase. He's only in 30 lineups, but like that helps you. The guy winning has Russell Wilson quarterback at 1%. Like it's just nuts. But he's got McCaffrey, Jamal Williams, Evans, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. He had a Jalen Hurts stack, and then his backup was Russell Wilson. So luckily, Russell Wilson dropped him 25 yesterday. He was screwed.
So if we're for strategy, it's not a cumulative. It's a cumulative points to get you to the final, like 3 or 4 rounds, right? Is that what it was? It's cumulative for the
Yeah,
first.
it's total points out of the it's out of your roster. So you have 3 receivers, you get points for every week, a tight end, a flex, and 2 running backs and a QB. So every week they have to, those are the only positions you get out of 20 players.
But after like 15 weeks, then you go to the playoffs, right? Or something.
Yeah, and then you got to be first place. So after going into the playoffs, I have 23 lineups that moved on that I made money on. One was a 5-5-5 lineup that moved on too. That paid $900, and I took third place. Just got beat out by like 20 points on a guy, too. Or that one would move down. That would have been a bigger prize pool. That would have been nice. But then I only had this lineup to make round 4. A bunch made round 3, and then they died out, and then this lineup made round 4. So yeah,
That's pretty cool. So you have how many? So you have 20. Well, you have 20 players total on your roster, and you have 19 that went in that they were actually playing.
yeah. I have Crowder on this one that I took a late draft for him. Actually, surprisingly, Crowder's in 5% of these 969 lineups that are left. It shows percentage own of each guy. So
Well, I mean, he was supposed to be, he's supposed to be a good.
but usually you're going to get a lot of the same players. Like this, Devontae Smith is 40% in this because he's been carrying everybody these last 3 weeks, getting him
getting him into the playoffs.
And
right.
Justin Jefferson's 48% busted out yesterday.
Oh wow!
Too. Yeah, Kirk Cousins was like 27%. Jalen Hurts helped people get in. He was like 20%. So that's why the only reason I got a good shot. A lot of these people don't have any live lineups because of a lot of dead.
So this is like a dumb question. So I would imagine then, this is I guess kind of stupid, but I would imagine that the key, like if you really want to make money, the most money, is to stack all of your players based on who they're playing in week 17, right?
Yes, that's why I have Josh Allen versus the Bengals.
Okay.
So that's my stack today. Was supposed to be the big game. This is one of the bigger games of the week. So I got Josh Allen, Knox, and Singletary in this game. And Singletary's been pairing well with Allen. He's been getting some dump offs and some touchdowns lately. So I hope maybe he could even have a big game for me instead of Knox. But Knox is the position I need because my tight end's only got 3 points right now, and my quarterback's only got 5 points right now. So Allen and Knox, I need to kind of do well to get this lineup up. That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's put it this way. So I'm in my one season-long league, and I posted it in there. And I basically have to fade all the Buffalo guys. But for me, first place is $500. So I'll root against myself very nicely for you to crush with the Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm winning $250 right now to be in pretty much. I think that's the minimum price, but I should be able to move up a lot on these guys today.
Okay.
I should be able to get into the top 200 at least. I'm at like 800 right now. I should be able to get top 200. That starts to pay, 500, 1,000. And then if I can make it up a little higher, I could get. If I do score really good with those scores I gave you, I could get into 6 figures. But I think we'll see. It's got a lot of game left, but I'm gonna need those guys. If they don't do anything, then I'm just stuck. So.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, I just re-updated the NBA projections, and Kevin Love looks like just
fabulous.
Yeah, I got him at 7.7x now. I also have him at 67% ownership. So take that for what it's worth. And then the second guy I have, the next 2 I have are Levert, and then I still have Kevon Looney as a strong point per dollar play. And normally I would say just, whatever, but I don't know. I have to run my lineups to see what happens. But I think with the Kevin Love value, maybe Kevon Looney just is not going to be needed. And then I'm looking at other stuff here. I imagine that Jared Allen has to be. I think all this Cleveland has to be a good play, right? So if you played Love with Levert, Allen, Chetty Osman too, right? I guess the first thing you'd have to think about is whether you want to stack that game, right? Let me just take a look at that. Yeah, I was very I guess Luke is going to come into play now.
I think what was Bobby saying the other day? You can't even fade Luka right now.
Yeah, I can fade anybody.
He was saying something like Luka's unfadeable right now.
Fade anybody. Crap I play. I have no problem fading. I have no problem fading 12-4 guys. I just. But let's have some fun. Let's run a. I'm going to run a SaberSim build with Ooh, how do I do this? I want to do the whole screen actually. Okay, let's share the screen, and then we'll do this. And then what I'll do, I wonder. You know what? I bet you like Bobby's gonna like have the last word. I bet you that in the end of the day, it's gonna give me 100% Luca. But let's see. Let's see what it does. I know it's gonna give me 100% love. I mean, I just know this freaking program by now. But maybe not. We'll see. Let's build 150 lineups on DraftKings with the projections as they were just updated. We'll do 150 just for funsies. Well, all these questions hopefully can be answered right now, Green Monster. Let's see if we get any Thomas Bryant. Now, remember, Thomas Bryant's fighting for that positional eligibility, same as Kevin Love. So you might not get that much of him. Yeah. So actually, you know what? Thomas Bryant's getting a little bit. He's getting 25%. As I mentioned, you have Love and Levert basically are just lock buttons. And I, can't really argue with that in any way. Why is Dennis Schroeder showing up such a big piece? It's 4,800. I always like when someone shows up as being high owned in like a 150 bill that's not projected for that much ownership. So Schroeder, other guys are showing up. Looks like Draymond. That TJ Warren. I mean, I know he's got upside. So what I'd probably do right now, like if I were going to play 150, which I'm not, but let's just say I was going to play 50. First thing I would do is I would look at the stack types because I don't want to play like four of one team. So you see like 8 lineups here and 1 lineup here or 4 something. I'll just X those out. So I'll just put 0 4 2s and 0 4 3s, and then I hit apply, and it automatically redoes all the lineups like that. I know it's not going to change too much. Well, all it does now is it makes Levert 100% along with Love. Okay. And interestingly, it gives Kevon Looney a little more ownership and more for DiVincenzo. And LeBron becomes really high owned, 36%, which I like. I mean, I like that. So in MME, this is probably, I'm just going to probably just roll with this because I'm lazy, especially with the MME stuff. Unless I had like a real strong opinion. I mean, you have any strong opinion on NBA tonight? I mean, any guy you like?
I just threw a couple lineups in, and I'm going to start looking at it now as we talk about it on the show. I figured I'd just give you some help back and forth, but
yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, because I'm always up for like some dumb take, because not that your take is dumb. I'm just some like take that has nothing to do with anything. I'm always up for that because anything I can do to kind of change the build a little bit. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that, But I see like a whole bunch of Austin Reeves here. Do I really need 24% Austin Reeves? I don't know. Maybe I do. I mean, this is a high total game. I can't really argue with this. You want to know the truth?
Yeah, I mean, he's cheap, right? He's getting 30 minutes, so they're just kind of throwing him in there at a lower ownership, basically. That's what Saber's doing for you, right? And
yeah,
you 150.
Yeah, what you have to do, you have to remember, especially in basketball, to not like double count stuff. Like whenever you get builds based on projections, like all the stuff that gets factored into projections is factored into projections, right?
Yep.
And this is the mistake people make in baseball. Baseball, they'll say, I like Max Scherzer, man. He projects really well, and he's got a high strikeout upside. Well, okay, that's why he projects really well. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I like this. I like this guy playing in Coors. It's a high team total, and it's a big park upgrade. No. You said the same thing 3 times. You know what I mean? Like you can't say the same thing 3 times. So anything that's like that the projections don't take into account, that would be kind of cool. Like if I don't know, like Dennis Schroeder is not a narrative thing, but I don't know, maybe he's got more upside on his minutes than we're thinking or something like that. And that's why one of the things I did was I put in just this year within the sheets. Where is it? Like the minutes, and not so that I can predict the minutes, but just to show like what minute projection, the point projection is being based on, right? So like you see like Karis LeVert, 35 minutes, and you think there's more upside from those minutes or downside. I happen to think there's more downside for those minutes, right? So considering that he's 58% owned based on a median minute projection, which is probably his ceiling, maybe that's kind of a fade. And then I would look at, I don't know, let's look at Mark Williams. I have Mark Williams, his projection is based on a 16-minute projection. And based on my conversation with Bobby earlier today, he seems to think that Mark Williams is kind of taking over more of those Nick Richards minutes. So maybe he has upside from those minutes. So if you have upside from these presumptions, right, maybe that can give you some upside as opposed to just, doing the projection battle, which is what everybody's doing. You know what I mean? Everybody's like axing the same projection, you know what I mean? And just like figuring out the best way to construct. But if you can figure out like what assumption is going in the projection and then put your own take on top of that, you can do that without being too fancy. So
no, that's right. You basically got to figure out, like that guy that you just mentioned, if he's going to get more on that, his projection is really bad right now, 60 minutes. But if he gets 24 minutes at 3.5, he might be a smash play, and you got to try to figure that out and take advantage of that. And then that's how you get ahead of people in DFS, where you can take down stuff by you getting ahead on the game.
As a matter of fact, I mean, just literally because I just did that, what we're going to do is we're going to take down two people's minutes projections. We're going to take down Levert, DiVincenzo, 34 minutes. We'll take him down a little bit, maybe. So we'll just take down what we're going to do is we can either take down his projection, or we could be like much lazier, which is what I like to do. Instead of that, let's just take Levert down to 70% instead of 100. And then we'll take DiVincenzo down to max of 30 instead of 100.
Yeah. They really want you to play Warriors tonight, don't they?
They sure do. And we'll just do that. Okay. And then we'll just kind of just put that in. That's going to be my MME stuff. Now the bigger buy-ins, I probably should put a little more effort into that. But let me just put my MME stuff in.
I see you're doing an 888 tonight, huh? I just staked you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that. Let's see.
I got 6% sheets.
That's a tough, man. That's a tough tournament. It really is.
I'm
telling you, when I cashed the other day, I felt like it was a freaking miracle. I mean, I had two 1% guys that smashed. I mean, it's just a tough one. I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's tough, man. I'm always on the cash line too, man. There's so many days I'm just sitting there with lineups on the outside by 1 point, by 5 points. So stressful with NBA. Just like when I lost that live final ticket the other day, a couple weeks ago. The Kuz had 33 points and he was in a smash spot, and he was like lower owned, but I had everybody else right, but him. I lost by 4 points or something. It's just like,
thing is, it's like the
NBA is still stressful.
The pool of people playing NBA that are playing. I mean, like, I want to show you something. Hold on. I'm going to show you this. Hold on. Let me just put these lineups in first. And I'm playing even the $4, the 20 max there. Hold on. I just want to just show you. I want to do placeholders here for a minute. And then
So you're just dropping these lines. You do everything CSV?
Yeah. And then I'll go back into the bigger ones and then I'll tweak them for who I actually want, So yeah, and I'm just uploading here. Okay, so hang on. So I want to go over to Fantasy Cruncher for a second to show you something. I get the Fantasy Cruncher through Osimo, but wherever. So I go to lineup study sometimes, and I'll go do this. So look at the NBA. This is from yesterday. This is yesterday. This was okay. So this is
3-gamer.
Yeah, this is a 3-gamer. So let's not use that as an example. Let's do the 31st just for the hell of it. Wait, no, not that. Not what is stochastic. Come on, killing me. Let's do the 31st of December update. Okay, so late swap 8 games. We're going to analyze this. Okay. That was the switch. That was the 777. Hold on a minute.
That's still a good one to look at, ain't it?
No. It's not what I want to show you. So hold on.
Oh.
It's this one I want to show you. Once again, hold on. December 30th.
You could look at that big 222 from yesterday, where all the top guys whistles and Yukata and all those guys won it all.
No,
Because
that's
they
not
put
what I
in
want.
so many lineups to get to Tom Brady's tax.
Right. But hold on. Yeah, but hang on. Hold on. No, I want to do December 31st. December 31st update. Okay. Not the swish. I want the fadeaway. Okay. So you want to play the fadeaway. I mean, look at all of these people playing 150 lineups. I mean, like, this is like crazy. Like, and they're all doing like extensive work. You know what I mean? Like, this is tough business, man. And that's just the 150. And then, like you said, if you want to put the swish, you have like all these guys pulling like 15, 20 lineups in. And these are not fish playing these lineups. Like, these are like all good lineups. So it's really hard. Right? There's Rody kind of disappeared on me, I think.
Oh, no, I'm here. I didn't realize you couldn't even hear me. My bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, and then you even go to the stupid thing that I played yesterday, like the Wildcat, whatever. I mean, people have 37 lineups in that thing. I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. You feel surrounded. Like, it's.
Dude, I'm wondering how many people put in max at 222 yesterday. The 2222.
Let's find out. What was the max?
75 max, so you could spend 166K.
Let's see. Here it is. All right. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people put in the whole Megillah.
Yeah. So Whistles is up in the top 10 with a bunch of lineups, and Yukata won it, I think.
Excuse me, though. Like, so this guy made it, but all these guys lost, right? But then you got 60, 50. It was rough.
Austin only put 15 in.
Hey, times are tough over there.
Coach had a decent day, and he profited with 15.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, so who won? This guy won. You the cow.
I think so. Yeah, because he hit the millie, but it looks like all of his other lineups sucked. He had one that was up there, won the millie. That's how he profited.
All right, let me do FanDuel. FanDuel, I'm literally just playing 100 of the $5.55. Let me just do that now. Let's see what I'm getting on FanDuel here. And then we'll talk about the football in a minute.
Well, did you want to talk about any more basketball stuff? It locks in 30, but
yeah, I'm there.
I might. It looks like I'm going to build a lineup. I'm probably going to use Kevin Durant as a pivot off of James at 10-4. I like that. He's in a good matchup too. That's maybe my play of the day. I'll play him.
Who? Durant?
Yeah, I'm going to play Durant, I think. He's only coming in at 4%, so good a whirl.
All right, so let's see what we get. FanDuel NBA. And same shit. Love much more Thomas Bryant, by the way, Green Monster on FanDuel than on DraftKings. So we're gonna take a look again. Boy, oh boy, what's Levert like 10 million over here? Why am I getting none of him on FanDuel? That's interesting. We're getting only 18% of him. Okay, 6,200. Okay. Terry Rozier getting a lot more of him on FanDuel. That's interesting. I guess we'll just leave this. Well, it's just stack types. Again, I don't want more than 4. And me and Adam Perry, we both played that hockey showdown, that Fenway hockey showdown today. I'm not playing anything big on FanDuel. Back here. What'd you do New Year's Eve? Anything good?
Just hung out, family, little get together, just chilled with the kids.
Nice.
Nothing crazy.
Had a back-to-back New Year's fails. Last year I was in quarantine for COVID, literally on New Year's Eve. And this year we had plans to go out, and I got sick again. Not COVID though. I've just been sick the last 4 days.
Yeah, my wife's not been feeling good all of a sudden now either, so she's a little worried about it, but it happens.
Well, you know what? By the way, I'm not getting that the aforementioned Luca. Right? I mean, talking about how Mr. Luca was unfadable. Not even sure I have a share of him. Let's
Man, he's going against Houston today, man. He should smash, right?
He should, but
play Luca and KD together. No one's gonna have that.
It's gonna be. Let me just see what I'm getting of him. I don't know how much I got of him. Okay. I'm with the field. I have 30% of him. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Reggie Bullock. I don't have enough cheap guys in to jam 2 studs in here.
Check this. And so now basically what I do is I'll go into the big buy-ins and see what's going on here. I'd love to do what I was saying I wanted to do earlier and do something with what happened? Oh, please, did I lose? Hold on a minute.
So many Cleveland guys.
Yeah.
How much Mitchell you got? You playing Mitchell off these cheaper guys?
I don't think so. Let me see something.
Oh, there's my man Lamar Stevens. Such a good player.
See how much Mitchell I have in MME. And then we'll Mitchell.
I don't like this.
Not really. So I want to play this Levert. I want to experiment with this Levert, this LeBron, Westbrook, LaMelo thing that I was looking at earlier today, because I think that LaMelo is going to be really unowned at 10K, and I just want to see what it takes to make that work, because I think I can do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to pay for two big spends too. It's kind of difficult, but it's not all out of the charts.
What is LeBron at on? So he's small forward, so I'll play him there. And that's when you could go play the Mark Williams. But the thing is that Mark Williams, he's gonna. So if I did that, and then you can easily play. I'm gonna get right back to that same build with the Mark Williams at center. And then I got 4,600 with 2 spots. I mean, this looks really, really juicy. I really just want this Westbrook, LeBron, LaMelo thing. I don't know why, but just feeling it. Definitely the Westbrook part. I mean, I really, Bobby would totally talk me into this, by the way. And he's not playing tonight, or he says he's not playing.
Yeah.
So I might do this in his honor. So best forward I would have left. I mean, I could play DiVincenzo and then cheapo out. Play Osman. Man, when's the last time Osman did anything for me?
I got him in one of my lineups right now. I'm building.
Yeah, I hear you.
But he's not looking too good usually.
I mean, I can go right back to the same freaking lineup I was playing with earlier. And then who's 4,900? I can go right to. Oh wow! Can I get away with this? No, I can't get away with this. Such a big stack. Boy, oh boy!
Trying to get my man Sochan in there again. Sochan.
Yeah, I like that too. Right.
Just to come back from a Durant play.
Sohan, I like that. Sadiq Bey, I definitely like that play.
I do too.
If instead of Williams, I went down and played Looney at center. Do I have any? Yeah, I could go and be really, really wimpy and play Anthony Lamb.
What, you got any good 3K guys popping?
No. I mean, Mark Williams, the closest thing. And then Anthony Lamb, Austin Reeves. That's it.
Oh, I just got a Schroeder lineup.
Yeah, I know. But DraftKings, he's like 4,900, right?
4,800, yeah.
I mean, I think I'd rather play Reeves than Lamb. I can afford him. Charlotte. I will sign him to that. I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Levert, Love. LeBron, Westbrook.
I like this double center one I got.
Yeah, so I think well, this looks like a good lineup too. Schroeder with Levert. Keep getting back to Sadiq Bey. I like this.
What are you thinking? Are you talking for your big one?
Yeah.
Schroeder, Sadiq Bey one?
No, just Sadiq Bey.
Oh, just Sadiq Bey.
Just thinking of him as a play.
Yeah, I'm trying to jam him and Sochan in one, but seems me kind of wonky. I really like this first one I built.
Well, let's see what would a lineup be. If I played. Boy, if I get away with that and I play Westbrook, just really stack that first game. I think I'm going to stick with this. All right. For everybody here, I do want to talk about the football. So with me for the football, what I love about this game is that it's, and I mentioned about this earlier in my video, was that not only is it a good game, you know what I mean, but also you have two really good teams who are playing with like full motivate. You know what I mean? Like they're bringing their game. You know, but to your point earlier, where you said you really want like a 59-53 game or whatever it is, I am going to advise. I mentioned this earlier in my other video, but in case you didn't hear, just like all these games like this, like these KC Buffalo games and that happened during the year or whatever, I definitely recommend that you bet the under in the first half of these games. These games usually start out like a feeling out process for like the first half. They very well may blow up in the second half, but the first half is usually, either just messing around or long sustained drives, that don't, that you don't get like these back and forth things in the first half. So whatever the first half over under is, I would advise you to go the under here. Now that doesn't mean that, I like the under for the game, but I that's just been my experience with this. The other thing is that because I think that these teams are bringing their best stuff, I don't think that you're much in the market for too many like hoodoo plays. You know what I mean? Like they have the regular guys in here. And the cheapos that they have listed are just really fishy. Like Khalil Shakir, like could get 0, and Naheem Hines maybe could get 0. And what's interesting is that, it becomes a very difficult build if you want to get all the stuff you want. In the past like several weeks, you've been able to get whatever you want. If you want to get like multiple good receivers between Diggs, Chase, and Higgins, for example, with like one or two of these quarterbacks, it's almost impossible. So you are going to have to make some concessions somewhere. I guess my take on this is that I would rather use kind of a a lower level skill position guy like a Dawson Knox or Hayden Hurst than I would to go to the defenses. Like I'm not. I really think that both these quarterbacks are going to be very efficient this game. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of defensive stuff going on. So I think that even if it's even a low scoring game, these defenses are going to score 6-7 points. You know what I mean? I don't see a lot of defense crap going on. So that's my first take, is that I'm probably going to fade the defenses. And the other thing is I'm probably not going to play the Shakirs and the Naheem Hines. And the other thing is that I'm going to almost definitely limit my salaries to 49.2. That's just going to be my my number, so to speak. You have any take on the game at all?
Were you saying that Knox in the captain spot too? Like I like Knox overall too. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah, I built some nice Knox captain lineups earlier today. I was just toying with it. I come up with that idea because I'm heavy on Knox tonight, as you can see. So I might as well live or die with it, I guess. But yeah, I like that idea, just loading up on those guys and maybe grabbing a couple of these cheaper captains, hoping they get in, and then you're going to want the chase, receptions, or the Burrow and Allen both in the lineup, and try to just figure out the guy that has a good enough ceiling game at a cheaper spot. Gabe Davis only 6,400 too. He could have a boom week. Even Isaiah McKenzie, it might be a McKenzie week. I mean, they're going to get some ownership. I think Knox gets the least amount owned, and he gets a lot of red zone work. And he gets a lot of dump offs. So I think the Bengals are susceptible to the dump off or the tight ends too. I'd have to look that up, but tight ends on them have been.
You could also go to that guy that you told me that was, still in play is Perrine.
Perrine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put a Rainmakers lineup in with Perrine and Hines.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the only cards I got. So it's got
Knox
captain, Josh Allen, Perrine, and Hines. So
I don't know what to do. I had one card I got for free at the beginning of the season. I don't know how Rainmakers works. Can I keep him for next year, I guess?
I don't even know about that. I don't know if I have to buy him again or get him again. I don't know.
I have who's that tight end from the Falcons that didn't play the second half of the season?
Pitts.
That's who I have.
Yeah.
That's my one guy. I have another sort of take. I think that I think you make the argument that Cook might be the better running back than Singletary.
Yeah, Singletary scored 23 points last week, but Cook's been getting a lot of work, so that's not a bad play at cheap. I'm really hoping that Singletary gets a screen touchdown from Josh Allen. That would help me a lot in both categories. But yeah.
I like the Gabe Davis.
Let's answer a couple questions I see in the chat.
Yeah, what do we got?
Nas sits Nathan Knight at 3,000 for Minnesota. Yeah, there was some news on Nas Reed sitting.
Is that actually happening?
I don't know. He 40 minutes ago downgraded to questionable. Royce O'Neal downgraded to questionable. So if you guys popped in downgraded to questionable, usually that isn't a good sign. But
not a good sign at all.
Not a good sign. So yeah, there would be someone coming off the bench there, or to fill Nas's spot. I haven't got updated projections in a minute here from other sites.
Well, because if he's just downgraded questionable, they're not gonna out project him yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I didn't realize I ran some builds with really bad projections. Yeah, the Dennis Schroeder one's not awful, but
I think I know what I want to do in my bigger NFL one. I want to play Buffalo guys without Diggs. I think that's going to be the idea.
Really likes this Coro.
Coro?
Yeah, a lot of Coro. I don't know. I can't play 4 Cleveland guys, but I've seen it work before.
I mean, Bobby would say it depends which guys, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're the cheap ones, you know what I mean? Like,
they're supposed to get minutes.
We're going to play Osman and
Okoro, yeah, two cheap
Love.
ones.
Yeah.
And then Love and Levert together. You can maybe make it work. I'm trying to pay up for Luca and Durant in the lineup. I'm just doing the $15 thing. So
Yeah.
trying to see what happens. Can't fade Luca, man. Can't fade him. I'm just kidding.
I mean, this is, you know what, this is the United States of America, man. I mean, you can fade whoever you want. You know who else I can fade? I can X out Eric Gordon. That's what I can do.
Oh my gosh, he popped up for me when I played basketball the other night, and man, I had to just X that out quick.
There's no need to play Eric Gordon.
Oh man, I can't stand playing that guy. All right, I like this main lineup that I got with Luca and Durant tonight. So we had another question there. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. Yeah, I don't mind this Nathan guy. We got to see who updates in though. If he gets updated out, that would be a huge upgrade difference. They haven't added anybody. Let's see here. Unprojected centers for this team. Yeah, Nathan Knight would probably step in. And the next question was, you like kickers over these punts?
I do.
Kickers, yeah, that was a question. That was a good one. Yeah, kickers are way better. Bills stink over the middle. Yeah, I think yeah, so maybe someone said Boyd too. Yeah, Boyd will smash over the middle. Yeah, that's good. We want Chase and Boyd catching a lot of dump offs tonight. I think Higgins might be the least my guy. Not just because I'm fading him tonight, but like I would normally play Boyd, and Boyd's only 5K, I think. I looked earlier, and yeah, Boyd's 5K, so that's a nice price there. That Knox at 4.8 and Boyd at 5K. I really like those prices. They're gonna get some ownership though. Knox is gonna be least owned. Bede was questionable now. Let me see.
Who's questionable?
No, he's in. Bede's in. Oh yeah, someone posted. Never mind, he's playing. Yeah, he just got 6 minutes ago. He's in, so we're good. The only one really we're waiting on is Nas, so that could be a 3K guy that we're looking for, right there.
Nathan Knight, you mean?
Yeah, if he gets in
as the backup center, you mean?
Yeah, for Nas over behind Gobert.
When's that game?
I'm wondering why I can't see it. I'm on the football screen. It's at 8. So we'd probably get some news around 7:30. I'll be building football lineups, so I'll probably be around, guys, in the Discord. So just ping me. Probably the best. I got to get my football stuff out figured out before it all sells out here.
No problem.
Yeah. Football's selling big today, I think, because it's big contest today.
Yeah, it's a bigger buy-in for the lottery.
Yeah. There's a 4K one too that look kind of juicy.
They're really piling in there. Huh? They gotta get their revenues off to a fast start for January.
Oh man, I don't think I got that many lineups in tonight. I didn't realize it sold out already. Holy shit. That sucks. What did I end up getting? I got to see how many I got in it. I don't think I got that many in it.
The lottery, you mean?
Yeah. First time in a while. I don't think I got that many in. Damn, I only got 6 in that thing. Son of a bee. Oh, I knew it. Dude, I'm an idiot. That was stupid. Damn it. I was going to put 20 to 30 in there. Usually doesn't sell out that fast, but tonight it did. And yeah. They should have made it bigger.
Well, how much bigger are they going to make it? I mean, it still would have sold.
Just structure the prizes a little bit so it's not so top heavy. Like they could have made it bigger so then, second place gets you a little bit more money, It drops right off to 100,000 from first and 40-20 for fourth. So they could have made it like fourth 100, 250, 200. Get a little more prize in their DraftKings. We all want to make 6 figures.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm so mad about that now. I did get my 222s in, so I got 2 of those in.
Okay. I'm even playing like 30 lineups in the stupid FanDuel showdown. What is this? Ty Jerome, he might not be the worst play I've made.
Can't find myself able to not click in both QBs tonight. Yeah, man. A lot of showdowns this year. Like everyone wants to play these QBs and they're just snowflaking. Like last night I played a lineup in the 2-2-2 with 0 quarterbacks, Huntley and it almost kind of worked out. I mean, it's decent.
Dude, I got there in the 222 in like the last drive. I got Najee, and then I got the Pittsburgh interception last play of the game.
Yeah, so I was on no quarterbacks either last night. So like I've been kind of doing these weird builds where I load up on the guys that are getting the points, the dump offs. I have the double running backs, Najee. I wish I would have played that freaking Warren last night. It's the only piece I was missing. Double running back with Najee and Warren. I went with Gus the bus, and that one he sucked, and that killed my whole lineup. And I still scored decent. So yeah.
Okay, so in if you play FanDuel, by the way, if you play FanDuel Showdown, it's like a stupid thing to do, but I'm just doing it anyway.
Which probably should go over there and play tonight. Then is there anything over there?
Yeah, it's 100,000 for first, but there's just no way to win it by yourself, like ever.
Yeah,
and there are 5 spots.
But I mean, I got nothing to build.
Nothing else to do, right?
Nothing else to do.
Do they still do the second half showdowns or no?
Yeah, I see some of that.
Yeah.
I think you can do second half only. It's 1K to first right now on FanDuel at least.
Well, then you play that, you'll know they'll let you win it just for spite.
In-game showdown. DK's is 5K to first.
Dude, what do you think of this for a State Kings idea? And I've been starting this for. I mean, they do this. I told them to do this for poker like 10 years ago. And what about for DFS? That like halfway through the slate, if you're doing well, you post and sell shares at like plus at like for like 400 or something like that, depending on how you're doing. You know what I mean?
Say that again.
Like what you do is once your slate locks, okay, your lineup locks, you post what your lineup is, right? And you say, okay, here's how many points I have. You got everybody's got 20 minutes to buy this. It's got to be plus 400 or something, and you price it based on what you perceive your equity is at that time. And you see what people will buy, you see what people will pay. And it challenges the staker to like try to figure out what something is worth based on how they're doing at the time. Like how much equity does a lineup actually have like into the slate?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Because you can do that in poker. Like you can assess how much your stack is worth after the first day. But for example, like it'd be cool to be able to do that like midway through a slate. Like, hey, I'm in like 37th place, but I have like 80 PMR compared to everybody else. But you got to like make it after your slate locks, so that you don't like change your lineups. You know what I mean? Like you have to give people a chance to assess how much your value is, right?
Yep.
So, but I think that's way too. I mean, it's way too sophisticated. The people that are staking are not necessarily people that are that equipped to assess lineups and stuff like that. All right. So I'm gonna go. Najee downgrade. How many lineups do you have with just one quarterback? It's hard for me to say. Oh, actually, I can answer that. All right, hold on. How many lineups? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my builds. This is on DraftKings, and I'm going to do. All right, so I'm gonna do all the builds with. Oh, so it doesn't matter captain or flex. So with Josh Allen as captain, I have Burrow in so like 13%. So I have Burrow flex, Allen captain in 13%. And then without Burrow, there's 6. So 19% with Allen. Oh, it's hard for me to tell. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh, hold on. I'm going to go with no Burrow. I got it. No Burrow. Hold on. We're going to go no Allen in either. Okay. So I have 0 lineups with neither quarterback to answer your question. Every one of my lineups has at least one of the quarterbacks. There you go. Oh, how much with just one? Okay, hold on. Ooh, so how do we do this? Let's do it Josh Allen and no Burrow. So with Josh Allen and no Burrow. It's hard to say. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Another time I'll be able to do this analysis a little bit better. But I got multiple quarterbacks. Let's put it that way. All right, that'll do it. Good